Hello, here is Katherine. I'm here today to speak about March energies. We have March already. People, unbelievable. Where's the time going? We just had New Year's. Exactly, and now we have March already, and soon is my birthday. Wonderful. Hi, Marietta. Hello, my dear ones. Come in, come in. Come and listen to the amazing March energy update. Which energies do we have in March present in our lives, and what is collectively happening? What can we, and with what can we be a contribution here for us? I have prepared Young Living Oils for you already, a recommendation for this month, and I'm waiting until a bit more people come into the live video. So how does it get any better? What else is possible here? Those are the super duper questions, also for March and in any moment. Wonderful. So now I'm gonna start with the stormy times. An energetic storm wave after the other one is happening in March. Some are already happening also collectively. It's also about creating and getting a new alignment collectively as well that's happening in March and also further in the further months. Many energetic storms, many fights, war, we already have it going on. So how does it get any better, and what else is possible? How can you now for yourself be a contribution to you in that you perhaps more often, multiple times per day, take time to step out of this collective global consciousness, to breathe into your heart, to open up, expand, and above all, to be a contribution, that you have more space for you, and that you step out of this entire fear and fight and conflict energy, out of this not knowing, being insecure, everything which is gladly happening in the collective now. Step out of it, come into your heart, check, send back, check who does it belong to, send back with total consciousness. All of these energies that can be a contribution to you, receive them, and also tools, use them. Take care of you so that you are at balance. Take care that you stay in balance. Make sure that you come back to your original energy, breathe in, let go, step out of whatever may be going on. Many negative aspects are going to show up even more, and they also include a lot of gifts in them. So the storm and going through the storms, we're all going through the storms. In Australia, there are floods at the moment happening, a lot of water flowing out. There's gonna be more, which is showing up, being witnessed, showing itself. So have a look that every day you take time to come into your stillness and to take care of yourself well. There's another practical practice to step out of this insanity and not going against or not creating resistance, rather really listening to you and being in the peace you. A big topic with these storms is our expression, new expression forms, speaking out your truth, being more truthful, more authentic, being more truthful with yourself and with others, being more authentic, living in a more authentic way, speaking out more authentic words. It can be that you find yourself or experience how you stand up for yourself more, in the best case not from your head but really from your heart, from that space where you're not following to your points of view, but you're really a contribution for you and not speak out your opinion, you rather make sure that your truth is heard. So many expression possibilities are going to change in your life. That means new are going to come, some old may go. I have here, for example, the oil transformation, which is wonderful for that. Great picture. Also believing in yourself is an empowerment to stand up for yourself even more and more. And I'm not speaking of standing up for you, your person, your ego, rather for that what you're perceiving, that what your awareness is, that what is on your heart, that what your truth in this, what's your truth in this moment. What perception or awareness do you have in this moment? What is the topic that is going on right now? What are the situations? So speak out and express. Speak out, speak. Also in the collective a lot will change. It is also about changing the focus on to that what you would like to express, what is really your truth, and really coming to this truthfulness. Also collectively, for all of us, there is a revolution energy coming up, not only in March, also in the next month, until 2024, for the next 2 years. A lot of transformation is ahead of us. It's gonna get clearer and clearer. There's gonna be a lot of change in the collective, also globally. Be it with the structure and the system and the governments. Anyhow, many changes. Exactly. So that also means collectively, globally, there's also a stepping up, expressing more, speaking out. This is enough of this. What would we like differently? And the best is always to have a yes towards a change and not a no towards what's showing up. Invest into the yes. Invest in that rather, and let this no, this doesn't work for me, show up. And embrace your yes. And express out of this yes form. I also have a motivation oil here to empower you in your motivation, and also one heart. And also peace and calming. Now I have shown you all the oils for March that can greatly contribute to you. A lot more bravery is here, courage is for you there, just to speak out what's going on in you in a totally free way. It's also about people not going even more into the separation that has been happening in the last 2.5 years, which also has empowered us to see that many people don't want to choose the separation, and they want to go more into this truthful unity, oneness, togetherness, to go back into this togetherness. And that's also getting stronger and stronger. Then we have another great topic, which is timeline healing. So healing from these timelines, I'm calling it timelines. What is that? A lot from your past, from this life and also other lives, can show up now. Now, it can be that things come up that you already know, where you say, hey, I had that 3 years ago and I have looked at this topic so much and it's again here. So don't think that you are regressing to something. It's still progressing. It's still a clearing and a purifying, above all, with a big energy of possibilities to finally let go, free yourself from all of this, also physically, out of your body, and to be free. why do these stuff come up again, or new things, now explicitly in March. It's very strong also globally and also in each individual, because the consciousness is very much different. Maybe because you are more conscious, maybe because you can see more deeper, maybe because you can receive in a different way, because maybe you're willing to let go of your points of view and perspectives on how you've been viewing things. So it may be that even things that have happened show up again. So think of it as a gift. Don't go against it. Hug it, embrace it. Don't also analyze it. Just ask. Be present with it, whatever comes up. Let it go through. Find somebody who can be present and witness it for you. If it gets more intense, if you can't hold a space for you, I'm gladly a contribution there. You can just book a coaching for half an hour, for example. That's perfect for such situations. Exactly. What else do we have? What's going on that's going on in the entire world for everybody, for every single one of us, and it's really about us starting to invest more into our future, to ask questions that regard our future. Sit down, have a look when we are in our still moments that we really require in March to be connected with our center, with our alignment, with our universe, and to dive into it instead of diving into the insanity in the outside world. So listen, what are your visions? How would you like that the world is? What would you like it to look like? How would you like to live and with whom? Have a look. Be the space that opens up also to receive more. It's really about healing on a greater scale, letting go, freeing also collectively. Yeah, exactly. That was it regarding this topic. The next topic is peace. I'm quicker in speaking than in reading. Peace. So in each moment, make sure that you are at peace with yourself, with your heart. Before you go sleeping, clear yourself and have a look with what is still not at peace, what has been triggered throughout the day, what is still showing up there, and have a look that you bring it with your heart full of allowance back into peace. Take time and space to sit down, take more time for you, get out of this doing insanity, and more make priorities. Sit down, breathe in, listen to your heart, and allow and practice it not only now for 1-2 days. Really make it to your practice, like brushing your teeth. That's an energy self-care. So make sure that you come into stillness, into peace, that you can perceive your heart again. So that gratitude is also a great possibility when you breathe into your heart and connect with your heart. What is your heart now in this moment being grateful for, and what can it be grateful for? And then expanding this gratitude, which is not only going to create more for you and for your life, that also invites the universe so that you receive even more of the things that you can be grateful for, which is a wonderful tool. And not only that, it also brings a very still peace. There's this peace that is really truthful and authentic. So go into this space, be the space, practice it more and more, so that you are in the space, that you are that, and let yourself be more and more. Then I have another cool question. Which energy, space, and consciousness can I be now for me and my body? That so that everything can be peaceful and still for me. For example, that could be one question for the universe. How much more can I be there for myself today and be present to be in this peace, kindness, stillness, and to be it, to act as it, to receive it, to experience this. Exactly. So as the next point we have creative pregnancy. We already spoke a bit about that in the last month. Now it gets even more of that. So imagine that you have a huge pregnant belly, and now it's the time to either to go more pregnant with your creations, and creations with your new creations. It can be everything. It can be a book, it can be new life possibilities, new living spaces, new business, new ways of being with you, new relationships, other ways of relationships. It could be that you also get new and greater consciousness. That's all possible, and it brings small and big creations. Also in the collective there's going to be new things showing up. So imagine you have the possibility in this unbelievable abundance of creations in March, and it's also continuing in the next months. It's really that there are so many possibilities that are showing up, and also in your creation potential. It could be that now you start 6 different things and they don't all open up now and blossom, because the 7th one, if you would also bring out, is that what really wants to show up now. So you can ask questions, just write down all your ideas that you're having and all the possibilities, all the projects that you would like to realize, everything which is fun for you, everything just flowing in now from your creation potential. And have a look, go with your finger from one to the other and ask, what is that would like to blossom now? What is that creates the most now if I take it in my hands and act upon it? That's also a wonderful way of creating. And also not bringing out 6 different projects and then being disappointed, rather really starting with this wonderful tool so that you start with maybe the 7th thing that is on now. Very good. And what do you know about this? What are your tools and wisdom about this? So ask for your wisdom and your knowing. Exactly. So as different creations, for example, as a baby takes 9 months to be there, it could be also that your creations take a while. Anyhow, it is so that they're blooming and coming in bloom, and March is full of that. So also sit down here at peace and stillness and listen. What is the creation potential telling you? What would you like here? What would be fun? What is it that now could be so easy and light? Visualize, ask questions, let yourself be surprised. Let it be that the space of unfolding gets created in you, that also requires time, and be the creative change that you truly are. Because you are that, you are the magic, and magic is not outside. You are magic also in your changes, in your creations. Wonderful. The next is self-care, global stress, exhaustion. All of these exhaustions and stress of your body from the past years, make sure and take care so that you have enough space. For me, my body is right now really not doing anything at best, and being sitting in stillness, listening. Sometimes Nothing going on in the head, but more just sitting and being in the stillness. It's almost like giving myself up to my stillness and being in total expansion. It's unbelievable what my body is reclaiming of time and space here. So just give that to yourself. I can just say not only that it's going to resource you more, it's also that a lot more is going to be created in that through you into the world, where you have no cognitive knowing of that. You maybe have an awareness that a lot is happening currently. You can also ask a question: what contribution can I be to my body today? That also goes very strongly regarding our future, creating into the future. It's also about, in the collective, all of these built up energies that we have built up in the past years. This energy starts getting a systemic change in the structures from 2022 to 2024. It's just going to be continuing. So dream, let yourself dream, ask many questions, make your dreams come true, ask what is required, which actions can I now take, which change can I now be here and bring in here. It can be that also in these global changes there are more argumentations, discussions, disputes, that people stand up with more passion, enthusiasm to their truth, and many co-creations also want to come up. So have a look who can be a contribution, who can be there with and for your creations. What do you know of that? What change can you bring in here? I am noticing, for example, for me very strongly, that kids are really taking off a lot of enthusiasm in my heart, because kids really require a totally different way of being with them, and I'm already bursting with this, because there is so much more to be done for the kids projects that we're creating, to create spaces for kids, that we grown-ups take it for us to be that space and to create those spaces for the children. That is a small contribution at the side of this. So what contribution can I be for this to create the future that these kids, for example, require, and also that my kids and the kids of my kids require, and also for ourselves. Exactly. So let yourself into conversations. Let yourself communicate. Let yourself speak out your truth out of your heart, not out of your head, because that's what we've created so far, was everything out of the head, out of orientation to solve things, out of survival spasms. It requires now innovations. It requires unbelievable, unthinkable, totally new possibilities. So that is not going to be found in our head, which is oriented towards finding solutions. It's going to be in the space of creation, a space of all possibilities. What's also very strong, that is the last topic, is growing communities. Communities are gonna pop up like fungus in the next few years. Communities of people who want to live together, who want to realize projects, who want to bring change into the world and create it. Also, in relationships, it can be totally changed, where old relationships can go and new people can step into your life, and that can be strengthened because they want to co-create with you, because they want to join in for the projects, they want to start together projects and creation possibilities. Hello Maggie, nice to see you here. Exactly. So everything that is, those are unbelievable possibilities which are here for our future. So remember the oils: motivation, transformation, one heart, for the togetherness also, wonderful, peace and calming, so you can come easier and quicker into peace and believe, so you're more strengthening yourself. Valor could also be, well, here, the courage oil that contributes to us to speak out our truth even more and to stand up to it. Wonderful. My dear ones, that was that for today. Who already is sensing this of what I've been speaking about? For whom is it making resonance? What's had the most resonance here for you? Would you like to please write in the comments? Also, whenever you're listening to this, what is it that mostly struck you in this, what I was saying? And no matter what shows up and what seems to be happening in your life and around you, in the collective, also in the global, worldwide, if you make it real because you buy into it. Yeah, Michaela, great. Together, the projects together and old lives. Who else has something which has made resonance of the topics I was speaking about? I don't know now where I was. So write down. I'm looking forward to reading what has made resonance with you. And yes, now I found my thread again. So think whatever is showing up and how it is showing up, seemingly in the outside world, everything has a possibility to change. Everything is a gift and brings a gift in itself. And it doesn't have to show up how it seems to be at the moment. Everything can be changed instantly. So what do we require? What questions are required? Universe, what contribution can I be here for the change of this? Or the favorite tool that I very gladly use in such moments, when it looks like everything is very real and really as it seems, and my head starts saying, oh my god, yes, and wants to totally get into it and get into the drama, or maybe get into fear or worry, that I say what is really, everything is the opposite of what it appears to be, and nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be. So in English it's always easier for me to say that everything is the opposite of what it appears to be and nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be. And I let it often a few times run throughout my day. And for example, if I'm really totally convinced that the situation is like that and people even make the situation even more real, then I use this Access Consciousness tool. Interesting point of view, interesting that I have this point of view, interesting point of view, interesting that I have this point of view, to neutralize all of that. Because I believe that everything which is going on in Russia and in Ukraine, seemingly, that we are going to create and continue creating that. What if we instead change it and be the change now? In the consciousness level, in our space, in our energy, and also to be the contribution with our body. Wonderful, my dear ones. I'm wishing you a wonderful March. Let yourself be the magic that you are, you beautiful being. let yourself more into your greatness, your creation potential, and have a look what can you create into the future. How would your life look if you would create it? Because the world appears as we, with our consciousness and unconsciousness, are creating, or what we're focusing on to, what we're investing into. So throw everything out which is not yours, which is creating less than what you truly desire to create. In the best case, the world and the paradise on earth. So let's go, my dear ones. Fine, that was that. What can I invite you to? Yeah, tomorrow I'm starting with a wonderful 9-week class about money. Money, above all, well-being. Because richness you can create, but for me wealth is something that is the wealth and well-being of my body, and also the financial freedom on top of that. That's something for me that I'm always visualizing and creating and acting upon, and I would love to be a contribution so that we can be a contribution for you with the group, that you come into financial freedom finally, and what else is possible, no matter where you're standing. And we have very soon the liver time. On Saturday we start with liver qigong to de-anger the liver, to free it from anger and rage, and really do a liver cleanse. And if there's something there which is interesting you, hop in and have a look on the Immomensa Facebook, and on the page there's a calendar with all the events. So wonderful you. I'm wishing you many wonderful surprises and great, amazing new creations in March. I'll see you in April for the next energy update. Ciao!